Yeah, the recording is live.
Perfect. Thank you, Harsh. Hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in on a Saturday evening. Today, we have two of our leading power partners with us. This is the fifth in the series of power partner series that we at the Outreach Collective have been hosting since last 3 weeks. This has got a fantastic response. A lot of our partners have already presented. To be exact, we have 8 partners that have already presented in the past and have got fantastic response. Today, we have got not one, but 2 of them together. We have 45 minutes allotted for this session. As some of you who have been participating in the series will know that we allocate 45 minutes per session. Today's session is going to be divided between 2 of our partners, MSM Unify and Crayons Academy for Skills Excellence. Both of them are doing some fantastic work. They will be presenting about their work, talking about their work, depending on how they want to use their time. We will start with MSM. We'll give them 15 minutes to talk about and present their work, and followed by Crayons, which will have 15 minutes given to them.
Sorry to interrupt you, Ankur. I requested that I be allowed to start first. I'm sorry, no offense, Abhinav. I had a international flight to catch. So I wanted to just kick it off. And then my team is there to take over any. I hope that's okay.
No worries. I mean, as a community, I'm sure we have no issues. I mean, you can go first. Sorry for that. Vikram will go first, followed by Abhinav. And then I think we will have Shalini from your team who will be there for the Q&A session. Perfect. So thank you so much. I think with this, we have sorted out the order of speaking. And without wasting much time, I'd like to invite Vikram for his presentation as he has a flight to catch. Go ahead, Vikram.
Thank you. Let me just start off by telling you about ourselves, Crayons Academy for Skills Excellence. We looked at, the study abroad industry from a sports point of view. I looked at several lakhs of students who go abroad to study, and I realized that there is really no service out there that helps students who want to go and play college sports. Now, some of you may wonder why college sports. Well, we are driven by the strong belief that academics and sports can and should coexist. And then a student should be able to use their sports to gain college sports admissions, and continue to, it allows them to continue to compete at the highest possible level. So we created certain programs which are, I would say, unique, that helps students, especially students from India, gain admissions to universities abroad. And these universities could be, including India, they could be in Europe, UK, included, USA, Canada, Australia, wherever there is a sports admission, including India. So India traditionally has had sports admission, which is known as sports quota, as many of you would know. Well, what is quota? Quota is nothing but an assisted admission. So there are assisted admissions abroad, and one of the most popular destinations for sports assisted admission, that country is USA. That being said, we've sent students to UK and other countries in Europe, as well as Canada and USA, for many, many different sports, including boys and girls. Now, to just sort of share a brief about how we go about doing this, we realized that just like academic admission, many of you help students build their profile, and that profile is usually from an academic point of view. Well, we help them build their sports profile. Now, what is a sports profile? The profile is nothing but trying to make sure that you are competing, or the student is competing at the highest possible level, challenging themselves at the highest possible level, so that they are able to, demonstrate that they're good enough for a college team, and then they can go on and play college sports. Now, in India, as you all know, by the time you reach class 10th, the entire ecosystem sort of rallies around education, or academics rather, and parents and teachers as well start off putting a lot of pressure, maybe not intentionally, but there is a lot of pressure on students to drop everything and just start studying. Well, if you have an early plan and you go about it in a balanced way, uh, you can do both. You can study as well as play competitive sports, and that sport is going to help you get into college and earn you a lucrative scholarship as well. Now, students who are earlier than class 10th generally don't want to talk about college because that's the last thing on their mind. So we created a athlete development program, which is a unique program of our company, and it's there on our website. I don't know if I can share my screen. I don't see a yeah, I see an option there.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna very quickly share my screen. I don't want to dwell over graphics too much because then it gets a little. Oh, it's disabled, Ankur.
No, no, it can be done. Can you, Harsh, can you please enable it for him? Let me.
Yes, it is now enabled. You can share your
Here
screen.
it is. Yeah. So we have an athlete development program which is specifically designed for students, let's say 12 years and onwards. Uh, what we do in the athlete development program is sort of superimpose the academic schedule with the athletic or the sports schedule, and early planning is what's key. Within this program, we have mental strength, awareness about mental strength, on-field assessments carried out by our sports mentors. So we have a lot of sports mentor on board, planning for summer camps, planning for showcase or identification events, tournament planning really, uh, video analysis of the athlete through our mentors. Uh, we do give them reading, writing assignments also because we want them to be mindful about getting ready for college applications in the years coming forward. So depending on where that child is, we create a program, sort of a customized program for them, which is called an athlete development program. And once the student moves on to class 11th, really we get into a college sports recruitment program. If you could see my screen, that includes developing their schedule again, college selection, contacting college coaches, preparing videos, doing video analysis with college coaches, doing scholarships discussions, sports scholarship discussions, again, attending camps, preparing the whole sports profile of the student. So as long as a student is, and all of this is from my website, so you can just go to crayonskills.com and check this out. All of this is available on the website, and it's basically just about playing sports at the highest possible level. And I must mention that there is a misnomer that certificates alone can get you admission. Well, no, you have to demonstrate capability, ability to play. And the big question that parents usually ask us is, how good do you have to be? Well, you have to be playing at a competitive level. It's not necessary that you have to play at a national level because certificates don't matter. Your ability to play and compete is what matters. So process is quite holistic. We've got students admitted in all types of NCAA Division 1, 2, 3 colleges, Loughborough University, which is known as one of the highest level of, which has one of the highest level of college sports in UK, and many other universities in UK, Spain, you name it. So mostly, I think coaches are looking for good students, coachable students, valuable members of their teams, and our knowledge of the process, knowledge of sports, passion for sports, network with college coaches helps us navigate this whole process. That's pretty much what I have. I mean, I've tried to keep it brief because a lot of information is available on our website. I'm really sorry to rush this through, but I have my team members here. I had a flight to catch and I wanted to reach the airport by 6 o'clock. So just thank you very much, DOC, for allowing us to present.
No worries. Thank you so much, Vikram. Sounds like a really interesting proposition and work that you are doing. We would have loved to hear a bit longer, but we understand you have a flight, so no worries. I mean, if people are interested, I'm sure they will go over to your website and check more about you, and I'm sure their colleague Shalini will be here for the Q&A round.
Certainly, I'm
So,
sure. And I would like to add on to this that Vikram sir is flying for a tennis tournament. So this is a
okay,
great venture.
okay.
And 4 best players from all over India are going along with him for a championship.
Oh yeah, he shared it on the WhatsApp group.
Yeah. This is the
Congratulations.
same one.
All the
So
very
that's-
best.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
very good. So your flight is at 6. Oh, very well. Very well. All the very
Well,
best
I need to
and have a
reach the
great
airport
trip.
at 6.
Yeah, go ahead. Please go ahead.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys.
So, no worries. Thank you so much for being here, taking time out. I'll now to quickly invite Avinav from MSM Unify for his presentation. Avinav, over to you.
Thank you, Ankur. Thank you, Vikramji. Some learnings there for me as well. And Love Pro. So you mentioned Love Pro. I've been to their facility 2 times recently there. So work very closely. I've seen their athletic facilities, especially the high altitude one. So really love their facilities. Great. Okay. So I'll keep it sweet and short as well. So first of all, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and a warm welcome to the TOC Power Partners 2023 session. So introducing myself, my name is Avinav Sharma. I am the Executive Director, Head of Strategy at MSM, which is a Canadian organization. I'm delighted to be here today among you all, distinguished members of academia, esteemed counselors, and esteemed institutions from India and abroad, I'm sure. Today I have the privilege of sharing with you an exciting concept that we have developed here at MSM Unify. It is one of the many core solutions that we offer to the industry, whether it's the Indian education industry or the global education industry. The concept is MSM Unify International Experience Center. My focus in today's session will be around this only. At MSM Unify, we believe in enriching the educational journey of students. And this concept of International Experience Center serves as a hub of excellence within the top tier Indian institutions. Through this innovative initiative, we aim to offer a wide range of services which are designed to enhance student experiences and foster global collaborations. I'm excited to bring this concept to you today and share with you that how we can revolutionize the way we approach international as well as domestic education here in India. So I'll share a small deck. I'll keep it short and sweet. So it will be coming up on your screen shortly. Let me know once it's visible.
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. So starting from the first slide, so what you see on the screen, making education accessible to students everywhere. So that is the tagline or the motto of the organization. So that is the fundamental governing principle on which the entire organization works. So MSM is an acronym for M-Scare Media. So we are a Canadian organization based out of British Columbia with our headquarters in Vancouver. And apart from that, we have presence in more than 20 different countries of the world. And India is one of the largest subsidiaries of our organization, followed by Philippines. So in India alone, we have 300 plus employees. And globally, we are about 950 plus people working in 20 different countries of the world. Through global collaborative partnerships, offering sustainable recruitment solutions, and through innovation and service, our aim is to revolutionize what we see in the education segment. Earlier, we used to say international education, but now with this product that we have launched, the International Experience Center, now we have dropped the word international and it's just education because we are now catering to the Indian ecosystem as well. So what we do, so we have 3 core business functions. So we are one of the largest in-country office solution providers to the world's biggest universities and colleges. And by sheer number of in-country offices that we run and operate, that makes us one of the largest players in the global world. So there are about 64 universities for which MSM is the dedicated and exclusive in-country office partner. We also have student recruitment solutions. I'll talk more about that later on. We facilitate pathways and we facilitate PPP as well. So that's public-private partnerships. If you have heard about St. Lawrence College in Ontario, Canada, and so it has a campus in Vancouver. So that campus is managed by MSM. That's a public-private partnership that we have facilitated. We were established in 2012, so we have done a decade-long journey so far in the field of international education. So this screen will give you a glimpse of our journey. I'll touch base some key facts only. So over the period of the last 10 years, we have processed more than 1 million student applications from around the world. We have enabled 145,000 plus students. Our presence, MSM Unify's presence is in more than 75 plus source markets. So what that means is that whether there is an institution, whether there is an agent, or whether a student, that's that we count as a market. So we now have a reach and presence in 75 plus different countries of the world. Apart from that, as I mentioned, 64 plus in-country office institutions are working with us, for whom we are managing end-to-end operations for them in 20 plus different countries of the world. Right now, we collaborate with more than 1,425 plus institutional campuses, which come from 45 different countries of the world. And through a range of our services, we are offering different solutions to them. This is the global presence of the group MSM. Whatever you see in red, it means that there is an employee or a person from the organization who's present, or there is an office present in that country. Whatever you see in dark gray is the other countries from where either we are getting students or helping students, or whether we have a recruitment network there. All in all, just from sheer facts and numbers, so there are about 75 plus source markets, 45 plus destination country markets, and 20 plus markets where we have our official presence. In pictorial manner, these are the countries where we can help your students. If you have students in all these countries, we have our official collaborations, and there is no middleman, there is no third party. All the collaborations are direct between either the institution and MSM, or whether there are government entities. We work with a lot of non-government organizations as well. We work with almost every leading trade commission in the world, whether it's the Australian Trade Commission, whether it's the US Trade Commission or US Department of Commerce, or whether it's in the UK. So we carry all those government relationships with us in all these countries. MSM Unify, so the core organization or the group organization is called MSM, and then the offshoot of MSM is MSM Unify, which is an artificial intelligence powered platform. There are four stakeholders to this platform. Primarily, everything is built around students only. So as an organization, as an individual myself, we are highly obsessed about student-centric approach. So whatever we have designed, whatever we built, whatever we, I would say, innovate, everything revolves around the students. Then obviously there are institutional partners who are our major stakeholders to whom we provide our services. Then there are strategic alliance partners. So who are strategic alliance partners? Basically, these are organizations which have collaborated with us, which have joined our platform MSM Unify, to offer extended services to the students who come to our platform. So whether it's accommodation, whether it's financial solutions, whether it's scholarships, whether it's internships, mentorships, guidance, NGOs, all of them, we call them as strategic alliance partners. As I speak, just to give you an example of our strength, we can support students' accommodation in more than 150 different countries of the world, and we carry an inventory of 1.5 million student accommodation rooms in these countries. So practically, we can help a student anywhere in the world if he is in an accommodation crisis or if he's looking for accommodation. Now, that's just an example of an extended service that we offer in the bigger ecosystem of international education. So it's not just limited to supporting them for admissions and visa. It goes much beyond that. Quickly, I'll share this presentation in the group and as well to Ankur, so that it reaches to all of you. So these are the in-country office universities and colleges which are exclusive to MSM and for whom we are running their in-country offices. So US is the biggest market for us in terms of destination, followed by Canada. Then we have UK, and then New Zealand, and then European countries. So I'll share that list with you in detail. Inivec. So Inivec is again one of our brand names. So as an organization, we are into education delivery as well. So we run, manage, and operate 7 post-secondary institutions in Canada. So Eton College, for example, in Vancouver, Multi-Hexa in Montreal. It has a campus in Toronto and Vancouver as well. So these are post-secondary institutions where Canadian students study as well as international students study. So as a group, we aim to provide excellence in higher education as well, not just on the recruitment side, but also on the higher education delivery side as well. So Inivec is our brand name that manages all the 7 institutions in Canada, and that allows us to work very closely with the government of Canada in different provinces. So just to give you an example, if you see on your screen, these are 2 institutions, Taylor Pro and Extreme Pro. So as you know that North America is a very heavy trucking industry. So it has right now, it's going through a shortage of truck drivers. So these two institutions are the sole institutions which specialize in providing official training to truckers. So these two institutions, they are contracted by the governments to train the truckers who come to North America, whether US or Canada. So they do their training programs here, and then they go on to take their license and certification exams. Through these two institutions, we are also supporting the community and keeping the momentum and logistics going on in North America. Coming to the major topic, out of 15, 16 different solutions that we offer, the core which I'm looking right now is MSM Unify International Experience Center, or IEC for short. So what exactly is this? So MSM Unify IEC is basically a hub of excellence or a center of excellence, which is set up physically in an Indian institution's campus, so that we can collaborate along with the Indian institution to set up different academic solutions right from their campus. The idea is to bring together international as well as domestic education journey of the students together. So we offer services, namely pathways. So we specialize in offering pathway opportunities to Indian institutions. As we all know that National Education Policy 2020 is already in its third year. And I've been there in some of the key discussions which took place in the last couple of years over national education policy. So we do specialize as per the national education policy guidelines and helping institutions set up pathways in different countries of the world, whether it's a 2+2, whether it's a 1+3, or if they are looking for graduate pathways accordingly. Hybrid and learning opportunities. We work with more than 1,400 plus unique institutional campuses. So what that allows us is to have a program database of more than 60,000 plus programs, which is directly available on our platform. And some of the degrees are obviously definitely offered online as well as hybrid. So for example, California State University, some of the campuses, they offer a full-fledged online master's degree, a full-fledged MBA degree. So we enable students to take those degrees so they can start in a hybrid version. They can start in an online version with us, and then they can complete the program on campus and get the same experience there, and the qualification is recognized. And all the qualifications, by the way, are recognized for West. So if they are looking for immigration opportunities, then they do not have any challenge there. Standardized test coaching is another service that is offered under the same umbrella within the Indian institution campus. So we are the strategic partner of ETS, offering their official programs in India, as well as 15 other different countries of the world. So we cover African continent and Southeast Asia and far Southeast Asia as well. So we have ETS TOEFL, ETS GRE, as well as Pearson, and the new test on the board, which is the Oxford International Design Institute's ELLT test. So what this strategic collaboration allows MSM is that everything comes directly from the source. There is no middleman, and everything comes at a highly discounted price. So as you know, if the market rate is X, then through MSM's International Experience Center, an Indian institution can offer discounted test material, study material, as well as exam booking to its students without the involvement of any middleman. And we also organize training sessions for the faculties, counselors from time to time from these bodies, so that they remain updated on the good practices, do's and don'ts of these tests, so that their students score high ultimately on these tests. We organize institutional tours for high schools. I'm always on the lookout for high schools who can join our network completely free of cost, academic counselors who are most welcome to join free of cost. So what we do, because we have such a huge number of institutions with us, almost every second week, we have a foreign delegation that visits India. With that sheer number of foreign delegations at our disposal, we are always on the lookout of institutions and high schools where we can take these delegations and set up collaborative work within the schools, so they can meet students in grade 11, grade 12, do a seminar, meet with the principal, trustees, key decision makers, and then foster collaborations for the coming time. Student exchange programs are very common, so we facilitate that. Faculty development program. So we are partnered with the government of UAE as well. Through them, we deliver some top-notch faculty development programs. For example, right now, we are working with some institutions to deliver diversity, equity, and inclusion certification programs. So if you are running an institution or high school, and if you know some faculties which are interested for FDPs, please feel free to reach out to me. Everything that we are doing is aligned with the NEP. So it provides seamless academic collaboration and student mobility as per the set standards. Apart from that, some of the higher education institutions in India, they are always on the lookout for NAC accreditation. So we do have a team of experts and our solutions are aligned to help you support to get a better credit score when you apply further for your NAC accreditation. Everything that we are providing on campus of an Indian institution, whether it's counseling, admission guidance, visa, pre-departures, post-landing, there is no service fee involved. So there is no monetary transaction that is there. So everything is offered completely free of cost. I'm talking about the service charges. This is the core thought process on which we work: right student, right university, right program at right tuition fees. I know we all have been in the field of international education as well as domestic education for years, but this is the fundamental challenge that I have witnessed over a decade of my experience, that sometimes the student is right, but he's going to a wrong university. Sometimes the university is right, but he picks up a wrong program. Sometimes the program is right, but the tuition fee is exorbitant. So how do you align all four together so that you have the right student going to a right university, picking up the right program, and going at the right tuition fees? I've seen siblings who are not aware about the bursaries for siblings. I've seen students who are meritorious but are not going through scholarships. So a lot many things happen. So our approach is that bring all these information on the table of the student so that he takes up an informed decision. This is an in-house training program that we have developed with the industry experts. Just to let you know, so AIRC, NAFSA, British Council, all work together with us, and we have jointly prepared MSM Unify training program. So this is an online training program which is completely free of cost right now for the next 2 months. I'll share the link of this. This is in abbreviation, we call it as MUATC. So this program will give you in-depth information and knowledge about the international education industry. If you are new to the industry, if you are working in the industry, it has modules for both the scenarios. So if you are willing to upgrade your skills and knowledge, I'll recommend you that please go and take up this course. It's a full-fledged certification program. You get a certificate which is recognized all around the world, and you can probably flaunt it in your networks, definitely. As an organization, we are AIRC certified for the next 5 years. We are an ISA certified organization. We are also certified by British Council and the UK Home Office, the latest program that they have launched. So apart from that, we are member of US Department of Commerce, which is the government of US undertaking. That allows us to do some admirable work in the US education segment. Quickly, these are some of the glimpses of pre-departure sessions that we do, where we invite students from different states of India, and then we invite host foreign institutions. So the idea is that the students, they go fully prepared to the destination country. They should not have culture shocks. They should build their networks, connections, and should get all their queries sorted before they even board the flight. Most importantly, our services are completely end-to-end. So it's not, so it starts from counseling and goes till the student becomes the alumnus of the institution. So all the way we are connected to the student so that they can reach out to us anytime. Some pictures, I'll just scroll them. And yeah, that's it. Want to keep it quick, open for questions.
Thank you so much, Avinav, for that wonderful presentation.
Welcome.
Yes, so let's take up some Q&A. Please, audience, you can go ahead, either type in your questions or you can even unmute yourself and ask your questions live.
For all those who joined later, would you like Crayons Academy to again share our introduction?
Yeah, I mean, I'm all ears for hearing what our audience wants to hear. So I think we do not have any feedback coming in. So if you can just briefly, Shalini, take 5 minutes and talk about crayons, and then we'll come back for Q&A.
Yeah, sure. Crayons Academy of Skills Excellence is basically an organization helping student athletes getting in admission based upon their sports. So we always say that it's a student first. So we look into the eligibility requirements from all the universities and the colleges, followed by his athletic achievements. The students here in India have the forum of being a national player or something, but then they do not get the advantage of their game in the university admissions. So we help them based upon their student profile, their athletic profile, and then we reach out to the college coaches. We have a big network with them. Then it helps in the admission. So we ourselves have designed a program, which is an athletic development program. A student from 8th, 9th, and 10th can join us for a 2-year development program where we tell them that what tournaments to be played and how it has to be taken, strength and conditioning and everything. Later on, 11th and 12th is the college recruitment program, where we share all the relevant match videos with the college coaches and check if the student can get recruited into the team. If a student is recruited in the team, the admission is supported by that. So it doesn't mean that the eligibility criteria get relaxed for it. But then if the support from the college coach is there, it gets little fairly, I mean, you get to know at an early stage. When we are preparing a college list, we reach out to the college coach and get a pre-read done. That if a player is there in your team, just let us know how much financial aid can be offered, what is the possibility of getting admission, and then we apply specifically to those colleges where we have a positive response. So we are currently working with a lot of student athletes, golf, squash, soccer, tennis. Soccer is more from Bangalore. We have around 10-12 students from Bangalore Academy. And the success rate and everything can be explored on our website, crayonskills.com. You can reach out to us anytime. We are based in Delhi. It's a sports advising and consulting firm promoting the young talent from India.
Sorry,
So if you have any questions, you can get back to me.
yeah,
yes,
I had a question. Could I ask?
Yes, please.
Yeah, go ahead, Sherry.
Okay. Hi. So, well, I had one student who was keen to participate in one of the, I think, upcoming Asian tournaments or something that's going to come up in 2025 or 2026. And he wants to train particularly in Europe for his sport.
Okay.
But at this point, his focus is on, not really continuing with college as such, but being completely focused on the game and sport and preparing for the championships to qualify to the Asian Games or the World Games. So do you also help students like this?
Yes, ma'am. We do. We can guide him for some academies, training academies. They are the residential academies abroad, and there the student can go take up some academic programs also based upon the earlier subjects that they are studying, and it's full-time training. So the entire focus is on athletics. So such academies are available throughout the world. We can just have a look at the student profile and then, we can guide them accordingly. The preferred location and everything. You can register with us. I'll share the link in my chat box. I'll share my number. You can speak to me.
Thank you. That was really helpful. Thank you.
I request all both my partners to share their contact details in the chat box. I mean, people may want to reach out to you. Please do that.
Yes, Ankur, I'm doing that right away.
Yeah. And any additional information that you may want to pass on to the community, you are free to do that. We still have about under 10 minutes to go. So feel free to use and engage with the community as you may want to.
Yes, I think today I discussed about one core solution, which is the Center of Excellence or Experience Center on the campus of an Indian institution. But apart from this, as an organization, we provide massive solutions to all the stakeholders. So whether you are a counselor, whether you are working for Indian education, whether you're working for international, or whether you are an Indian institution, or whether you are an international institution, whether you are a student. So we have services and solutions across the board for all the stakeholders. So please do feel free to reach out and we can discuss synergies. Even if you are an organization, we are always looking for strategic partners. So we work on the concept of collaboration. So I'm always open to collaborate and work together.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Abhinav. I think I don't see any questions coming in the chat or anybody else raising their hand. So I think pretty much clear. So we can call it off here. Or Sherry, you have any comments or questions? Go ahead, please.
Sorry, I had one more question for Avinav. There's one student who sort of started his program in the US, and then because of personal issues, was not able to continue it, and is on has been on medication and is back with his family in India. But now he does want to go back to education again, but doesn't want to actually venture abroad. So for a student like this, there would be some sort of a solution with your organization?
Yes, definitely. So in such cases, Sherry, most of the time discretion applies. So it has to be evaluated on a case-to-case basis. So please share the profile of the student with us, with me. I've given my email ID, and we can definitely figure out something. So in the past, what we have done that if the students, just to give you an example, that sometimes students go to the US and the UK and they are not able to I would say survive in that culture, or something happens. Now the parents do not want to send them that far. They want to send them to nearest possible destination. So for that, we almost cover the entire UAE. So all the US, UK universities, Singapore, Malaysia. So they are doing the same qualification, but now they are just 3 hours away from India. So and I've seen personally that they have been far more successful in these countries, and they end up having the same qualification which they've got in the UK or the US. Even in India, as you know, in our group as well, in TOC, there are many universities which are doing exceptional work. So definitely we can help and support the kid.
Could you talk a little bit about your UAE program that you have, or what kind of facilities or universities, just for me to have a sense, because if there are people like this, then we know where to go.
So the three of the biggest partners that we have in the UAE is University of Birmingham's Dubai campus, De Montfort UK's Dubai campus, and University of Wollongong Australia's Dubai campus. And very soon we will have IMT Ghaziabad's Dubai campus on our network as well. So basically what happens is that in number one, in UAE, you have much lesser requirements for the visa. So even if the student is not matching the direct criteria of the UK or the US, he can start within UAE. There are a lot of scholarships available, a lot of scholarships around academic, a lot of scholarships around accommodation, and a lot of industry support as well, because in the UAE, legally, it's a reversal. So in developed countries, you study full-time and you work part-time. But in UAE, there is a reversal, which is also true. So you can study part-time and work full-time as long as your employer is a known corporation in the UAE. So that enables students, for example, hospitality students, they can work in Marriott, they can work in Hyatt, they can do their Bachelor of Hospitality. And we work with the Emirates Group. So everybody knows Emirates. So their Academy of Hospitality and Tourism, and they have a confirmed placement for all the students who graduate, and students directly go to Emirates Airline as cabin crew. So a lot of these experiential opportunities are available at a fraction of cost. And the students can travel on a visitor visa because their residence permit or the student visa is applied by the university themselves. So no hassles in the visa, no old funds, nothing. Proficiency definitely is required. So IELTS is not waived, IELTS is needed, but at least not on that strict note. And installments. So that's a beauty. In some institutions in the UAE, you can have 12 installments for an annual tuition fees. So if the student is financially challenged, UAE is the option.
Anybody else has any last comments or questions? So I have seen a comment by Rajiv. He says he has some questions for you, but he will connect with you later on a call. So Abhinav, I just for you to take note. So thank you
Yeah.
so much everyone for joining in today. Okay, thank you Neeraj for your feedback. I'm happy and we are happy that you liked the session. Please connect with the speakers individually as you have written. Go ahead. So thank you so much, everyone. I think that's about the time we had today. Thank you so much to our speakers, MSM Unify and Case, Abhinav and Vikram and Shalini for presenting and taking time out. Thank you so much for everyone for joining in
Thank you
and
for
being
having
here
us
with
here.
us. Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. And
All
thank
right.
you, Harsh, our admin intern
Thanks.
for managing this for us. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
You
you.
all. Thank you all.